Hey, everybody. Michelle is here. It's still 3/16/2023. And I just, prepared myself for my going to bed shortly, or maybe not. I may sit up and read a little bit longer, a couple hours or so. But I just want to come through and just say, try not to take on too many things at once. And I'm talking to people that are dealing with difficulties and attempting to resolve issues in your life, because you just don't want to try to take on too much, because you'll get overwhelmed, and trust me, you'll stop. Especially when people are talking about their health, their weight, some of those things you just have to. To me, I would get to a point to where I'm just accepting of certain things, so that you don't be wasting your time, worrying so much about your weight and those type of factors. To me, what helps is definitely how you control what you eat. You know, Fasting is good. Fasting is a good thing to do, but you have to make your own decisions. The point is that you don't want to be overwhelming yourself and worrying, so being so concerned. Just enjoy the moments. Just enjoy the moments with the people that are in your life. I'm really gonna push the interpersonal relationships, because that's been severed so badly. And like I said, across the board, everybody's looking for that special connection with someone. You know, and so you may have to reevaluate your expectations as well. What do you expect out of these people? What do you expect out of an interpersonal relationship? Especially if you can't get to them right away, and that you're working on getting to them. You just have to reevaluate your expectations and understand that sometimes, it just may take a little bit of time. I mean, there may be a little bit of a delay in getting everything you need out of a interpersonal relationship, because it's been severed, and this didn't just happen yesterday. This has been happening over decades, actually. With the other complexities of life that we deal with. So, maybe this person doesn't have to be 120 pounds. I don't want no 120 pounds anyway. I'd rather have somebody that got meat on their bones, honey, and just joyful and enthusiastic, and just excited about things, the small things in life. Just smiling, which I love to see. And just like, my dad could care less about my mom, whether she had gained weight, lost weight. He loved her regardless. He didn't care about her hair color. He didn't care about, the many wigs she used to wear, the many clothing and makeup she was wearing. He was just happy with her, and I can tell he was really happy with her, because that's how he always talked about her, like that. That she made him who he was and who he became. In so many aspects. So it is about that connection with someone special, and then I think it makes everything else sweet. Whether you are pushing for this creative idea, that creation of something, because a lot of people have these hobbies and things that they enjoy in their life, that keeps them, keeps their livelihood going, but they enjoy it. So, and I think it's just nice to know that somebody's there that's going to support you 100%, no matter what. Because that's how I am. If I say I support you 100%, that's exactly what I mean. If there's a reason for me not to, then I'll deal with it at that time. But, most people, when they are, present themselves with the type of efforts they put into things, they put in 5, 10, 15, 20 years of effort. How in the world can you not support that? So, Um, so we just gotta think a little better and think a little differently and kind of turn everything on its head, and counter things and be a little bit more um, not so rigid and not so uptight. The main thing is not and worrying about what people think. Child. People will always have a problem with somebody, and they will always have a problem with you, a problem with me. Okay, whether it's how I look, how I dress, how I talk, my color, my gender, my sexual preference. It's some people are always going to have an issue with those type of things. And I'm not going to be sitting here being all concerned about it when I know I got to live. I got things to do. Yeah, these are my reading glasses, so I probably take them in and see if I can get them. Make sure that they are still powerful enough to support my eyes because I've had those for a while. Um, but other than that, everything's fantastic, magnificent, and marvelous all at once. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing some reading. I just wanted to come through and just say that something. Just consider getting rid of things like what your body looks like. As long as you're being healthy, why would you? As long as you're healthy, you're happy. You can get around, you can move freely. Get away from worrying about that part. Losing weight and stuff. Like I said, I like meat on bones. I don't, that's me a preference. And I'm not going to put no pressure on someone to lose weight. That's the most craziest thing. And why in the world would we be doing that to people, telling people they need to lose weight? Who the fuck are we to say that to people? Good grief. I used to hate it when I was living in the culture when men used to come up to me and tell me, you need to be smiling. Like, who the fuck are you to be telling me that I need to be smiling? I smile when I want to. And I need to have a reason to smile. So, all because I got a big smile on my face doesn't mean I'm happy inside. Because a lot of people can hide that kind of stuff through the big smiles and stuff. But I can tell when someone's really happy. Because I see it in their eyes. I mean, I could see it. I could see the whole, it's an individual energy. I can tell when somebody's really happy. And so, and I hope to make someone, this special person, I hope to make them happy. If not, then, we'll see. And you have to put that out there that, that there's a special person that you want to be with. And let the chips fall where they may. If it doesn't work out, okay. It really isn't the end of the world. But I think if you don't express it and be okay with rejection, be okay with things not turning out the way the way you envisioned them, be okay with it. How many times with the amount of people that I've met and rejected, who am I to be thinking I'm above being rejected? I rejected a lot of people for just insignificant. I don't know what it was. It's just that if it wasn't there, it just wasn't there. I don't like to force nothing because I end up getting, I end up kind of, not being myself genuinely and almost miserable. Like, I'd rather be by myself than be miserable with somebody. So anyway, just wanted to share some of those factors of what I'm doing because it's a part of developing. You're always developing. You always have to develop your creativity as well. You have to develop your artistry. You have to always be developing your personality, your ego. You need to develop your ego. It's a constant. And the main thing is the consciousness, of course. But the consciousness will respond to your efforts and respond to your actions and your behavior. All right, so keep that in mind. And so I want to send peace and love out over the stars, over the moon, over the mountains. My love is glowing, and I can see the glow in others too, in their smile. So everybody have a good evening, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Trust me, I'll be back.